These kids are leaving high school and going to college, and they couldn't fill in 4 words. 4 words. I literally broke down in the middle of class. This is only day 2. And I have seniors who simply cannot read and seniors who cannot write. They can reason. They have the ability to defend their reasoning if it's talking to their homeboy, but applying that to a written text, 2 paragraphs, and they couldn't do it. Our young black men, our young brown men, our young black girls, and our young brown girls.
Okay, that's a problem. Now, if they can't read and write, it's a problem. I'll just say this, though. I'm not defending this, but I'll say this. Because, like I said, it's the phones. The phones and the technology, the way technology is going, a lot of children are not doing the old way of the basic reading and writing, right? People got to understand, every day it's time management. If you're not managing your time and using your time wisely, right, it's survival also, because a lot of reading and writing is not in children's everyday life, right? We are in a society where it's survival mode. You get what I'm saying? And it's more so interaction. If they're not in school, it's not their main focus no more. Their main focus is what they see with their eyes, and what they see with their eyes is on that phone. It's not human interaction no more, right? With reading and writing, sending letters, sending messages. It's more so face to face, like he just said. They can reason with their friends. They can come up with thoughts and ways of communicating, and the ability to do things like that with their friends. But it's like when it comes to reading and writing, it's not in their everyday use. It's not a part of their time management. Time goes by months and years, and people tend to forget how to read and write. But I like I say, I'm not defending it. I'm saying because of technology right now. And everything is becoming so complex. It's too many doors, too many gateways open in the mind and in life, right? They got, all these apps and all these tools, these new tools. And like I said, it's just like the jobs. Back in the day when you did go to school, right? And you graduate, you kind of had a thought, you kind of had like a motion of where you want to go in life, right? College, you would go to college for a certain career, get out, get the job, and be comfortable. All the careers are taken, right? Most of the careers that people go to college for, people graduate nowadays, especially in this economy, 2026, when these children graduate, they don't have no outlets. They can't graduate and get out and go get a $100,000 job, right? They got to go work at McDonald's, Subway, Burger King. I don't want to speak the name, but they got to work at these restaurants. They don't have no way out, so it's survival. A lot of that reading and writing is not a part of their program. It's not a part of their time management. And like I said, I'm not defending it. I'm saying it just like how older folks, right? He look a little older. And you see what I'm saying? Like, that's reading and writing is common knowledge, right? Everybody has to know how to scribe, read, to understand things, right? It's different ways of reading too. I'm going all over the place. It's different ways of reading. You can read somebody's body language, such whatever, right? But I'm talking about how the older folks, they don't even know how to work technology, right? The older folks don't even know how to, they don't even know, it's certain things they on the phone, they don't know, they get confused, they start calling the younger generation, hey, son or daughter, can you come help me on the phone? I'm trying to pay this bill, I feel like I forgot to do this, I ain't do this. And the jits come along and just do something and be done with it, right? I'm just bringing that into the aspect. These children, they're not dumb. They just have different ways of doing stuff right now. It's a new age of doing stuff. We in a threshold where everything is switching over, right? We in a threshold where They are building, just like I keep bringing this up in all my other videos, but it's the truth. It's like the industrial age. A lot of people lost their job. A lot of people couldn't work back then because the machines took over and people had to find a new way of doing stuff. That's no excuse for these children. I know that's kind of going off topic, but it has everything to do with it. People got to look in depth with these things. These children, bro, they don't spend a lot of their days reading and writing, bro. You get what I'm saying? Because it's survival mode. A lot of them got to pay bills. They got to do this. They got to do that. They don't have no time to think logically, right? They don't have no time to do logical things. They don't have no time to ponder on reading and writing, which I said you have to know how to read and write. But after a while, if you don't do it consistently, you kind of lose it. You get what I'm saying? And don't nobody care if you can read and write. Everybody know how to read and write nowadays, but it's just like the job system. What are you doing? All that reading and writing is getting taken over. That tells you it's getting taken over by AI. AI can read and write some shit like this. They don't need humans to read and write no more. You get what I'm saying? They don't need humans to read and write. You know what I'm saying? They using AI to read everything, a whole transcript, and I'm talking about a millisecond, bro, and then spit something back at you, written however you want it. They think they need a human to read and write. They don't need a human to read and write no more, bro. But I'm just letting y'all know from another perspective. And like I said, Generation X, baby boomers, and solid generation, bro. Like I said, they don't know nothing about the technology. So it's like that is that's an old system, which is converting over. Like I said, it's basic to read and write. And I understand, like, that's kind of sad that they can't even like he said, they can't even probably put a paragraph together, bro. I don't know. I didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? But the way he emotional about it, bro, it seemed like he just disappointed. And like I said, that old way of things just come to an end. Cause I said they can do it on the phones. They know how to text fast and send stuff fast and do certain things on the phone, bro, that the older folks can't even imagine doing. They need the younger folks. So it's like it's two different systems. People don't understand. This is the threshold. It's two different systems that it's just converting over at the moment. And that's just what it comes down. It's sad, but at the same time, bro, we don't know. Like I said, these jobs, the best thing for these children right now, bro, is trades. You know what I'm saying? Hands-on jobs, hands-on, getting to the community, getting with other people, figuring, and it's creation. It's finding new ways to create. And like I said, the world is getting so complex. Reading and writing is the basic, you know what I'm saying, the basic of knowledge, but it's just that these children don't got time to ponder on reading and writing no more, because after you read and write, you still got to put that, whatever you learn, into motion. People forget, like, you still got to put that stuff in these adults. Like him, but he not telling these children how to put reading and writing into motion. You not telling them how to make this move. Like, I be so disappointed in, like I said, the Generation X, the baby boomers, the silent generation, bro. They so comfortable at their job. I hate to bring it into this video. They be so comfortable, bro. Like, it's so old, bro. The system's so broken. Y'all done took over all the jobs. Y'all done took over. Y'all done did all the scams. Y'all done did all the credit card fraud. Y'all done did everything as possible to think of to get money from this U.S. Ponzi scheme, pyramid scheme that's going on. Y'all ain't doing nothing to help the younger generation besides look down on them, tell them what they can't do. Oh, I'm feeling sad. They can't read. They can't write. But y'all ain't telling them nothing else. Y'all ain't showing them no other way, because y'all so brainwashed. The X and the silent boom, baby boomers and silent, they so brainwashed, bro. COINTELPRO did they work on them so much, bro. They so brainwashed. They can't think of nothing new. And they not helping nobody, bro. They just taking they last little government checks and retirement funds and living their life until because they about to go hurl over, bro. and don't care nothing about the younger generation. Like I said, they feeding for themselves, bro. They in survival mode. They think they worry about reading the book and writing every day, bro. Man, they gonna be reading and writing till they get old and they ain't got no goddamn job to know how to make no money. You know what I'm saying? These children trying to figure out how to make money, bro. And it's another way they communicating right now. You feel what I'm saying? They gonna be learning so much stuff on this internet and making new technology, bro. This is a time where it's time to make new technology, new ways of living, new how to impact the society, your community, bro. And yes, it started with reading and writing or whatever, bro. But he said they had more. He said he was hurt more about they couldn't write certain things like that. He ain't pretty much say they couldn't read. I don't know. It's just probably a few shit that he probably crying over, bro. But I'm pretty sure them shit can goddamn read, bro. But they read every goddamn day through text and all that. I can say writing, but reading, bro. These children be online, goddamn reading every damn thing. But I say when it comes to long words and stuff like that, yeah, they kind of off with reading big words and stuff like that, whatever. But these children know how to goddamn read. But let me go back to what I was saying, though. It's just like Idiocracy, the movie Idiocracy, bro. As time go on, less things become less useful. It's just like the movie The Time Machine. Go watch that movie. I did the video on that too, The Time Machine. Well, as we go further and further into the so-called the future, you know, the now. A lot of go watch The Time Machine, bro. It's the 19. It's from what was it from 18? Was it 18? 1890 or something like that, from a book from 1890. And I think they redid the movie in 1910 or something like that, or whatever. And basically, dude got mad. Dude came from the past to the future, people in the future, and got mad that the children once again didn't know how to read and write. They didn't care nothing about reading and writing, bro. I said, like, I made a whole video about this. Y'all go check that out, man. I made a whole video about this because Dave Chappelle said the same thing. Dave Chappelle said, nobody is going to want to read, bro. Like, nobody's going to want to read books and stuff like that. I did a video on this, like, I did like 10 videos on this, like, I don't know, probably like 15 videos ago. It was about Dave Chappelle. Y'all watch that y'all go watch that video I did. But said the same thing, bro. They not gonna know how to read and write when it comes down to it. The system and machine gonna take care of everybody, bro. It's a whole nother Ponzi scheme, a whole, like I say, these smart cities they building, where the smart cities are doing everything for the children. The smart cities are gonna take care of everything. The children just gonna know how to work the mechanics on the smart city. Right? Still know how to read, but writing and all that, it's just going to be pressing buttons and stuff like that. Because it's just the speed. It's the speed, bro. Life is moving so fast right now. You ain't going to have time to think. You're not going to have time to think about nothing. Things are going to be moving so fast, you're just going to have to do. Nobody got time to think no more, bro, because the system moves. Life is speeding up. Y'all only see the sun getting hotter and hotter, the planet getting hotter and hotter. You get what I'm saying? Mother Earth getting hotter and hotter. We got all these earthquakes and all this stuff coming down, bro, and all this hurricane and all this stuff, bro. Like everything is speeding up. I ain't finna get into quantum physics. I'll do another video on that, man. Y'all don't know, man. Y'all people don't know how deep this actually really get. This is surface level. This is surface level right here, bro. But I'm gonna end the video right now, man. Is that all I wanted to say about this? Is that all I wanted to say? But yeah, man, like I say, the generation before, bro, they just don't know, like, they don't know, like I say, when time comes, they ain't gonna know how to work computers. Generation before, they better hold on to the little bit of money they're making right now, because, man, this new money that's gonna be made, that little old money ain't gonna be worth nothing. That old money ain't gonna be worth nothing. These children gonna be pacing around older folks like it ain't nothing. They gonna be gone. You know what I'm saying? They trying to hold on to, like I say, trying to hold on that little bit they got. But watch, these children gonna outpace a lot of these old folks. That old system is slow. The new system so fast, you ain't got time to think, read, and write. None of that stuff. Dave Chappelle told you. Like I said, I feel bad for it, bro. But Dave Chappelle already told you what's finna go down. I've been telling y'all what's finna go down, man. Oh my God, man. Man, y'all know what time it is, man. At 1727. Y'all stay tuned, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. I'm out.